China is the world's largest consumer of turtle meat, with hundreds of thousands of tons consumed each year. There have even been times when turtles in China have become scarce and they have had to import them from the US to meet demand. Every year, more than 30 million turtles are exported from the US to China, worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Seeing this lucrative opportunity, the Chinese government has encouraged farmers to set up turtle breeding and raising facilities, creating a new industry worth $10 billion. Let's explore how the Chinese love turtle meat. Millions of American turtles are consumed in China each year. Turtles have long been an important food source in Asia, typically China, with more than 340,000 tons of turtles consumed each year. Due to large consumer demand, a turtle breeding and processing industry has been formed. Processing factories are built in some areas with modern production line equipment that is not inferior to any livestock or poultry processing factory in the area. Processing facilities are designed to meet hygiene and safety standards. Turtle meat processing stages mainly use human labor because of their ingenuity, while machines are used in the meat cutting stages because of their high precision and guaranteed output. However, not all turtle species in China are allowed to be processed and used. Because there are many wild turtle species that are being preserved and are difficult to breed in livestock farming, species that are difficult to breed are often listed on the conservation list, and the acts of trading and eating rare turtle meat are all violated. Law. Soft-shelled turtles are used as the most popular food in China, because of their rich nutritional value. For the Chinese people, soft-shelled turtles are a standard dish in traditional cuisine, and they are raised in large farms. More than 340,000 tons of turtles are produced annually, and live soft-shelled turtles are sold everywhere supermarket. The turtle farming industry in China not only meets consumer demand but also prevents extinction of this species. Unlike many other land turtles, soft-shelled turtles mainly live in water. When there is no food, they often dive to the bottom of the pond and rest under the mud. Therefore, when raising soft-shelled turtles, you need to choose areas with ponds and lakes. In China, turtle farming and processing have become important industries that bring stable income to farmers. The value of the industry reaches tens of billions of dollars each year, so all stages such as egg incubation and breed selection need attention. Turtle farms have controlled breeding programs to ensure a steady supply of baby turtles. Eggs are incubated in a specialized environment that simulates natural conditions to optimize hatching rate. After hatching, baby turtles are raised in cages or large tanks to monitor their quality. The environment is controlled to maintain optimal temperature, water quality, and diet to promote healthy growth. Turtles are typically fed a diet of fish, vegetables, and specialized turtle food to ensure proper nutrition. Additionally, farms need to be inspected regularly for disease prevention and treatment, ensuring that turtles remain healthy until they reach commercial size. When the turtles reach the desired size, they are harvested and processed. So do you know why Chinese people love eating turtle meat? Eating turtle meat is part of traditional culture in this country. Turtle meat has been consumed in China for centuries. It is considered a delicacy and is often associated with special occasions and parties. Chinese people also believe that turtles are a symbol of longevity, so eating turtle meat will also help prolong human life. Traditional Chinese medicine has suggested that turtle meat has various health benefits, such as improving kidney function and enhancing overall vitality. It is believed to have properties that can strengthen the body, strengthen the immune system, and improve skin health. Due to the above reasons, turtle meat consumption in China is also on the rise. Nowadays, it has gradually become a popular food among Chinese people. Eating turtle meat is now a popular activity in Jiangsu province, or north of Shanghai. In addition to turtle meat as food, turtle shell is also a popular ingredient in traditional medicine. Chinese farmers often process turtle shells by drying or drying them. According to many studies of traditional Chinese medicine, turtle shell has cooling properties and is used to treat conditions such as fever, night sweats, and anti-inflammatory properties. People often grind turtle shells into powder or use them to make gelatin for medicinal purposes. All parts of the turtle's body have great uses, so they are highly valuable in the food production industry. As well as playing an important economic role in China, it also contributes to the conservation of endangered animal species. We've just explored turtle meat farms and factories in China. How do you like today's video? Please leave your comments below to let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to receive the latest notifications. And now goodbye and see you again. These sea snakes possess extremely terrifying venom, but they cannot avoid being hunted by humans. It's hard to believe, but these reptiles can be processed into delicious dishes. How did the Japanese catch and turn these poisonous snakes into food? If you want to know, watch this video until the end. Scary, how do Japanese people catch and eat poisonous sea snakes? Sea snakes mainly live in the warm tropical waters of the Indian Ocean and the western Pacific Ocean. They are often found in shallow seas where coral reefs are located. Most of the time sea snakes live underwater, because they adapt very well to this environment. However, they also often have to rise to the surface to breathe. Adult sea snakes can be about 120 to 150 centimeters long. Their tails are shaped like oars, so they swim underwater very quickly. Sea snakes are considered gentle and only attack when they feel threatened. The venom of sea snakes is 10 times stronger than that of rattlesnakes, so they are really dangerous. These women were on their way to the beach to start work. When night falls, their work begins. At this time, sea snakes begin to move towards the shore in search of shelter and drink fresh water. They gathered in caves without knowing the danger lurking. Woman uses a flashlight to search for snakes. As soon as the snake appeared, she quickly headed towards the cave without any protective gear. With just one quick operation, this woman was able to hold the snake in her hand without fear. Snake catching operations are really quick and professional, because this is also a profession that helps them make money. Sea snakes are purchased by traders and stored in foam boxes. They really aren't too flexible when moving on land. All of these snakes will be transported for consumption. Many styrofoam boxes are placed here. It can be seen that the number of snakes collected is very large. Snake purchasing activities are bustling, but you also need to be wary of their venom. If you are not careful, you can be bitten by a snake at any time. These fishermen may be familiar with this, so they quickly apply first aid to limit the dangers of snake venom. Sea snakes are a particularly valuable dish in Okinawa, Japan. Every year, hundreds of tons of sea snakes are hunted and consumed, most of which come from Southeast Asian countries such as Thailand and Vietnam. All snake skin, meat, blood and bile are used for food and medicine purposes. There are many ways to process sea snakes. You can handle them with a cut, thus collecting their blood. Sea snakes are considered a food that helps increase vitality, so they are popular with many people. When preparing a snake, just use a knife to make a cut along the length of the snake's abdomen. All internal organs and dirt can be cleaned, you just need to rinse with water. Sea snakes can be prepared into many dishes, but sea snake soup is especially famous. After being processed, the snake meat is cut into small pieces and put into the stew pot. The skin is also treated similarly. Snake meat is stewed with vegetables such as carrots, radishes, pork bones and some other spices. All these elaborate processing steps create a delicious, nutritious snake soup. After removing the skin, fresh snake meat can be minced, wrapped with lallet leaves and fried until golden. This preparation is not too complicated but still delicious. In addition, Japanese people often prepare snakes by boiling water and scraping off the snake's outer scales. The inner leather layer is also fully utilized. What do you feel about the way the Japanese catch and eat sea snakes? Please comment in the comments section below to let us know. Surely you have seen beautiful peacocks in zoos or on TV, because this species is a rare bird that is being preserved in many places around the world. But in China, peacocks have become an important industry in many rural areas and bring great economic potential to local farmers. Peacock farms are built in many mountainous and rural areas in China. Today, we invite you to explore the most unique peacock farms in the world. Every part of the peacock has commercial value, from its meat to its beautiful feathers. The largest peacock farming areas are in Jiangxi, Hunan, Guangdong and Guangxi, with thousands of farms of various sizes. The peacocks raised are the Indian peafowl and the green peafowl because of their adaptability and economic value. The longer a peacock is raised, the more valuable it becomes. A 5 or 6 month-old peacock can bring in a profit of 300 to 400 yuan, and one raised for 5 years or more can sell for more than 10,000 yuan, equivalent to more than $1,300 US. Chinese farmers say that raising peacocks is low cost, highly efficient, saves time and effort, and does not take up much arable land. It is also easier to clean and less polluted than a regular poultry farm. The first step to starting a peacock farm is for farmers to purchase eggs or baby peacocks from reputable breeders. Large-scale farms may also import peacocks from abroad to diversify their gene pool and breeds. Being wild, peacocks need to be kept in spacious cages, similar to their natural environment. The cage needs to be designed to be at least 100 square meters for 10 adult peacocks, surrounded by wire mesh fences to prevent them from escaping and protect them from predators. Around the peacock breeding area, tall trees can be planted to provide shade and perches for them, because peacocks love to perch high up. Peacocks are relatively easy to raise because their diet is similar to that of other poultry. Chinese farmers feed peacocks grains such as corn, wheat, and rice bran, supplemented with green vegetables and insects to increase protein and calcium for optimal growth. Each cage can be designed with a clean water tank to provide daily water, sometimes supplemented with probiotics to improve digestion. Like many other poultry, peacocks raised in China often suffer from diseases such as parasites or fowl cholera. Therefore, the breeding process also requires the use of vaccines and regular deworming to keep peacocks healthy. The cages are also cleaned regularly to ensure a clean environment, avoid pollution, thereby helping to minimize diseases. In recent years, the Chinese government has also encouraged and supported farmers to develop their own economy in accordance with local economic conditions and promote rural revitalization. With the policies of local governments, many farmers in Hunan and Jiangxi have escaped poverty and made huge profits from the peacock farming industry. Depending on the purpose of harvesting for meat or selling as pets, farmers harvest peacocks according to their age. Currently, the price of baby peacocks can be sold from $200 to $500, depending on age, breed, and rarity. In some regions, peacock meat is considered a delicacy. Farms specialize in raising peacocks for meat consumption, supplying high-end restaurants and exotic food enthusiasts. Peacock meat can sell for $150 to $300 per kilogram. In addition to being harvested for meat, peacock feathers are highly prized for decoration, fashion, religious ceremonies, and traditional crafts. High-quality feathers sell for $5 to $20, so wholesale sales of decorative items can bring in thousands of dollars a year. Many farms today have expanded into peacock sanctuaries, attracting tourists to visit and experience. They also generate additional income from selling souvenirs, food, and experiences such as feeding the peacocks. One emerging activity is the profitable breeding of peacocks for the international market, zoos, and private collectors. Licensed breeders can sell eggs and chicks to buyers around the world for $50 to $100 per egg. It is not difficult to see peacock eggs and feathers sold on e-commerce platforms in China. It brings convenience to buyers and benefits to sellers, and promotes the peacock farming industry throughout China. Perhaps in the future, peacock farming will be an opportunity to enrich more farmers.
Agriculture has been associated with the development of human history for thousands of years, and to this day, this industry still plays the most important role in feeding more than 7 billion people on Earth. Any farmer wants to increase productivity and increase income from the farming industry. Many people have applied the combined farming model of garden, pond, barn, and created great profits. So, how does this combined model work? Let's explore it with us now. Simply put, the garden pond barn model is a combination of growing fruit trees or crops in the garden, raising fish and aquatic products in ponds and lakes, and raising livestock, poultry, or other animals. Combining three forms of agriculture in one model will make the most of available resources, create links between livestock activities, help save costs, and increase economic efficiency. This model can be applied everywhere in the world, but is most popular today in China, India, and Southeast Asia. However, not all crops or livestock are effective, because it depends on natural conditions and the market in the area. So, to increase profits from the garden, pond, and barn model, what should farmers do? First, it is necessary to select crops, livestock, and aquatic products suitable for climate, soil, and water conditions. Moreover, farmers also need to research the market to decide which products are easy to consume and have high economic value. Crops can be short-term or long-term crops grown in gardens next to ponds and barns. Farmers can also grow vegetables in combination with shrimp farming and pig or cow farming depending on the consumption demand in the area. With the combination of livestock and crop farming, it helps save labor costs and also ensures that all resources are used reasonably. In the garden, pond, and barn model, farmers make the most of resources from manure to waste products. Water from fish ponds can be used to irrigate gardens or clean barns. Waste products from fish gardens such as grass, leaves, or leftover food are recycled as food for livestock or fish. Manure from livestock and poultry is used as fertilizer for plants and fish food. This is a circular form that can utilize all resources on the farm without wasting any element, including animal waste. Therefore, farmers can save on feed costs, labor costs, and fertilizer costs for crops. To increase efficiency in the garden, pond, and barn model, many farms have used biotechnology to treat manure, creating organic fertilizer or biogas. Building biogas systems helps create natural gas or fuel for generators, thereby saving electricity and industrial gas costs. When the biogas production model is expanded, a new model is born with a higher form: garden, pond, barn, biogas. This form of livestock farming is expanded to large-scale farms with commercial forms, bringing higher economic benefits to farmers, typically livestock farmers. The model of combining gardens, ponds, and barns is not only limited to livestock farming activities, but has also been developed into experiential tourism areas. Here, tourists can visit, learn practically, and apply agricultural models on their own farms. It also provides visitors with direct experiences of planting and harvesting, as well as livestock, poultry, or seafood farming activities. Farmers can earn thousands of dollars in additional income from this farm tourism venture. The garden, pond, and barn model not only helps farmers develop economically, but this circulatory system also helps reduce waste released into the soil, water, and air, helping to protect the surrounding environment, thereby creating a clean environment. It is considered a sustainable livestock system and can develop strongly in the future. Have you ever eaten an orange and unfortunately didn't know what to do with the rough peel? I guess most of us would throw away the peel and just enjoy the flesh. But wait! Today, I'm going to bring you a very interesting secret from the land of the rising sun, Japan. Here, the peel of the yuzu citrus fruit, which is usually thrown away, has become a precious spice, carrying the unique flavor of this country. If you don't believe it, let's discover this secret in today's video. Yuzu fruit. Sounds strange, right? Actually, this is a fruit that looks like a combination of orange and lemon, so it is also called Japanese lemon. But there is a secret that not everyone knows, which is the outer peel of the yuzu fruit that makes people crazy. Although the flesh of the fruit is also delicious, it seems that all the essence is concentrated in the peel. The Japanese have taken advantage of this peel as a special spice, creating dishes with very unique flavors. Interesting, right? Yuzu can be grown in other countries such as Korea, Australia, Spain, Italy, and even China, where it originated. But if you ask the Japanese, they will confirm that the yuzu grown in Japan is top quality. The secret lies in their special climate conditions and traditional growing methods. To get delicious yuzu, it is not a simple matter. The Japanese grow yuzu trees in high mountains where there is a significant temperature difference between day and night. Yuzu trees have many sharp thorns, so farmers have to protect them carefully because just a strong wind can destroy the yuzu fruit immediately. Yuzu is available year-round, but sales are concentrated in the months from November to January of the following year. Yuzu can be classified into aoyuzu, green skin harvested in midsummer and autumn, and kiyuzu, yellow skin harvested in autumn. Kiyuzu is said to be sweeter than aoyuzu. As a cold-resistant fruit, yuzu can be grown in home gardens and stored at room temperature for a few days after harvesting in winter. So, why is yuzu peel so valuable? Although citrus peels are often thrown away, yuzu peels are a special flavoring ingredient that is indispensable in many Japanese dishes. Yuzu peels have a light but very strong aroma, with a subtle combination of sourness, slight bitterness, and a hint of natural flavor. The process of making yuzu peels is quite elaborate. Let's learn how to make one of the most famous condiments from yuzu peels, yuzu kosho. This is a condiment made from fresh yuzu peels combined with chili peppers, usually green or red, and salt. It sounds simple, but the flavor is extremely unique. To make yuzu kosho, the yuzu are first transported to the factory, washed and peeled. The peel is then ground with fresh chili peppers and salt to create a special seasoning mixture. Finally, they are packaged in small jars and sold. This seasoning is indispensable in many Japanese dishes such as grilled meat, sashimi, or even in soups and sauces. After peeling, the flesh can be squeezed for juice. The remaining byproduct will be used as fertilizer for agriculture. In general, the Japanese have optimized all the uses of this special fruit. Not only a simple spice, yuzu peel is also a symbol of creativity in Japanese cuisine. The Japanese not only know how to utilize every part of food, but also know how to increase the value of seemingly worthless ingredients. They have turned yuzu peel, which is often thrown away in many other countries, into a valuable spice not only in Japanese dishes, but also popular around the world. Yuzu is a spice with deep cultural value in Japan. Its flavor adds sophistication to every meal, while showing respect and making the most of nature. Hello all David Farm viewers! Have you ever eaten a banana with the peel on? The peel of a normal banana is astringent and slightly bitter, so most of us eat bananas without the peel. However, strangely, in Japan, people can eat the whole banana, including the peel, just like they eat apples or peaches. Could it be that the Japanese like the taste of the banana peel? So today, let's explore with us the reason why the Japanese can eat bananas with the peel on. The banana that the Japanese eat with the peel is not the usual banana that we eat, but a special banana produced by the Japanese themselves. This unique banana variety is called mangi banana, and the peel can be eaten. These bananas are rare, produced in small quantities, and are considered a luxury fruit in Japan. They sell for a very high price, around 650 to 1,000 yen, about $5 to $7 per banana, which is the price you would pay for 20 regular bananas in a supermarket in the US. So, how do the Japanese breed these bananas to make them so expensive? Mangi bananas are grown in controlled environments, often in greenhouse systems that can easily be cooled to minus 60 degrees Celsius and then suddenly raised to 26 degrees Celsius. This temperature change results in a softer, thinner skin due to the slower growth of the skin. This mimics the evolutionary conditions of prehistoric bananas, making them hardier and sweeter. This particular banana variety is grown in nutrient-rich soils without chemical fertilizers, ensuring the production of organic quality bananas. Banana plants also require adequate watering with clean, unpolluted water. Furthermore, the controlled growing environment reduces exposure to pests and pathogens. Therefore, farmers do not need to use pesticides that are harmful to bananas. Each banana plant is carefully tended from planting to fruiting, and even the individual bananas are regularly observed to ensure quality. Although grown in greenhouses with controlled temperature and humidity, they still receive natural sunlight to grow better. While regular banana varieties take about 9 to 12 months to harvest, mangi bananas only take 4 months from planting to harvest. This helps to greatly shorten the time for farms to cultivate, and the high price makes mangi bananas increasingly become a high-value commodity. Mangi bananas are harvested only by hand, with farmers using a sharp knife to cut each bunch of bananas while the bunch is still on the tree. After harvesting, farmers continue to separate each banana's still green peels out of the banana bunch and wash away the dirt on the fruit. Next, each banana is dried with clean and soft towels. They are arranged evenly on each plastic tray and then placed in a closed room with a temperature of about 17 degrees Celsius and 77% humidity to create an environment to ripen bananas. After 14 days, each banana is evenly ripened with a beautiful bright yellow color. Due to ripening in low temperature conditions, Mangi bananas have a longer shelf life than regular banana varieties. Each banana is wrapped in a separate bag and labeled with information about its origin and source. After that, Mangi banana products will be transported to places of consumption. Mangi bananas are not yet mass-produced because of the high cost. To grow this type of banana, farmers must install greenhouse systems to regulate the temperature, which is the most important step. Also, because of the high cost of cultivation, the price of Mangi bananas is 20 times higher than normal bananas. This type of banana is also only consumed in some areas because the yield is still low. Many people are curious about the taste of this unique banana and taste it to see if it is different from the usual banana varieties. The banana peel is usually soft and thin during the growing process due to special cultivation techniques and no chemical treatment. So, it has a slightly different texture and milder flavor than the fruit inside. Its flavor makes it easier for people to accept. Mangi bananas are much sweeter than regular varieties, with a sugar content of around 24.8 grams per 100 grams, compared to 18 to 20 grams in regular bananas. This makes them a good choice for those who enjoy sweeter fruit. Hello everyone! Today, we will explore together one of the secrets that helps Japanese people live long and healthy. Can you guess? It is green tea. But don't think that green tea is just something to drink to stay awake. It also brings many health benefits. So, why is Japanese green tea so famous? And what makes it the secret to a long and healthy life? Let's find out right away. If you think tea is just a regular drink, you are completely wrong with the Japanese. In Japan, tea is not just tea, it is art. That's right, the tea ceremony, or chado, is an important part of Japanese culture. And if you think that the tea ceremony is just for show, you are wrong. Tea ceremony is the way for Japanese people to keep their souls pure and their health forever. Not only that, green tea also has a superpower that you never knew. It not only helps Japanese people relax, but also brings spiritual benefits, thereby helping them maintain their health and longevity. If you think tea is just a regular drink, you are completely wrong with the Japanese. In Japan, tea is not just tea, it is art. That's right, the tea ceremony, or chado, is an important part of Japanese culture. And if you think that the tea ceremony is just for show, you are wrong. Tea ceremony is the way for Japanese people to keep their souls pure and their health forever. Not only that, green tea also has a superpower that you never knew. It not only helps Japanese people relax, but also brings spiritual benefits, thereby helping them maintain their health and longevity. First, you need to know that Japanese green tea has an extremely meticulous growing and processing process. Japanese green tea is produced in special lands such as Shizuoka, Uji, Kagoshima, and Fukuoka. These places have a temperate climate and fertile soil, which is ideal for growing tea. For example, Shizuoka, known as the tea capital of Japan, produces about 40% of the country's tea. Together with Uji in Kyoto, which has a history of tea cultivation of more than 1,200 years, these two regions are considered the cradle of tea cultivation in Japan. It is difficult to find a place in the world with such a long history of tea production and excellent tea quality. Tea cultivation in Japan has long been modernized and highly productive, with mechanization and the use of genetics earlier than in other producing countries. The main tea variety grown in Japan is Yabukita, a hybrid created by Hikosaburo Sugiyama. The requirements for growing tea are also very strict. The main tea growing areas are in the monsoon climate zone, with hot, humid summers and cold, dry winters. First, the tea plants need to be grown in light, well-drained soil. Tea gardens are often planted on sandy hillsides where the tea plants grow best. The tea plants can be protected from the weather, mainly frost and hail, by placing tarps and small fans over the plantations. This helps move air towards the tea plants on the ground to prevent cold air from accumulating and the plants from freezing, especially in the spring when the buds begin to open. This is one of the characteristic features of the tea landscape in Japan. Picking or harvesting is the most labor-intensive step in tea production. The timing of the harvest greatly determines the quality of the tea. The harvest season lasts from late April to October, with the first harvest, April to May, called shincha, new tea, which is the most sought-after tea. It is also the most expensive harvest. This is followed by 3 more harvests in the summer and fall, from June to October, which are of lower quality and softer prices. Japan is the most technologically advanced tea-growing country, with 90% of the harvesting process mechanized. However, only the best quality teas are picked by hand. This process requires meticulousness and long-term experience of the farmer. Japanese green tea has many different types, from high-quality matcha used in tea ceremonies to popular teas such as sencha, gyokuro, bancha. Each type of tea has its own production process, from leaf picking, processing, to packaging. After the tea is harvested, the tea leaves are processed through many meticulous steps to preserve their color and nutrients. This process includes steaming the tea leaves to preserve their fresh flavor, then drying them to a certain moisture level. Teas such as sencha or gyokuro are dried and then graded according to quality. Sencha is the most popular tea, accounting for about 70% of Japan's tea production, and has a light and refreshing flavor. One of the teas that is also loved by many people is matcha. This tea is also processed in the same way as sencha or gyokuro. However, when the tea leaves are dried, they will be ground into a fine powder. This tea is highly valued and exported to many markets such as the US, China, Korea, etc. Japanese green tea has many different types, from high-quality matcha used in tea ceremonies to popular teas such as sencha, gyokuro, bancha. Each type of tea has its own production process, from leaf picking, processing, to packaging. After the tea is harvested, the tea leaves are processed through many meticulous steps to preserve their color and nutrients. This process includes steaming the tea leaves to preserve their fresh flavor, then drying them to a certain moisture level. Teas such as sencha or gyokuro are dried and then graded according to quality. Sencha is the most popular tea, accounting for about 70% of Japan's tea production, and has a light and refreshing flavor. One of the teas that is also loved by many people is matcha. This tea is also processed in the same way as sencha or gyokuro. However, when the tea leaves are dried, they will be ground into a fine powder. This tea is highly valued and exported to many markets such as the US, China, Korea, etc. To preserve the precious nutrients in tea, tea manufacturers in Japan pay great attention to temperature control during processing. Japanese people drink green tea every day, not only to relax, but also to protect their health. They believe that the antioxidants in tea can help prevent disease and prolong life. Research shows that catechins in green tea can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and strengthen the immune system. Japan is currently one of the largest tea-producing countries in the world, with an output of up to 80,000 tons of tea per year, of which most of the tea is consumed domestically. The rest will be exported abroad, mainly to the United States. However, according to reports, Japan still has to import a large amount of tea from neighboring countries such as China, Indonesia, and Vietnam. That shows that the potential of the tea-growing industry in Japan is huge. To preserve the precious nutrients in tea, tea manufacturers in Japan pay great attention to temperature control during processing. Japanese people drink green tea every day, not only to relax, but also to protect their health. They believe that the antioxidants in tea can help prevent disease and prolong life. Research shows that catechins in green tea can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and strengthen the immune system. Japan is currently one of the largest tea-producing countries in the world, with an output of up to 80,000 tons of tea per year, of which most of the tea is consumed domestically. The rest will be exported abroad, mainly to the United States. However, according to reports, Japan still has to import a large amount of tea from neighboring countries such as China, Indonesia, and Vietnam. That shows that the potential of the tea-growing industry in Japan is huge.